Hi, everybody. I couldn't decide if I wanted to be on the camera or have the camera pointing outside. So I'm sitting very close to a window. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also sitting very close to a window because I get better cell service at the window when I'm trying to upload videos. I put it here in the window, this window, and it gets much better connection. Okay, it says that I'm live on my phone. I cannot yet find it on my laptop, so I can type in chat. Hello, if anybody is there. Oh, there it is, finally. Okay. What a lag in between the phone and the laptop. Such a huge lag. The picture of outside of the green stalks look much more clear than it does on my laptop. On my laptop, you can actually see the screen waving in the wind. We have had such high winds. It has been incredible. Aloha, Mark the Shark. How are you? I hate to ask, but how's the weather where you are? Oh, it is, I can't check my weather app. I think it's right at freezing temperatures in the low 30s Fahrenheit, high wind. We had very, very high wind for the last 2 days. 2 days? What day are we on? Yeah, Monday and Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. So Sunday night, the winds got really, really high. Blew some things off my balcony. I have a little liner that I was going to use for like a little koi pond fountain kind of thing. And I grabbed it on clearance really cheap long before I was ready to put it in the ground. And 66 there. Oh, nice. I would like 66 degrees. I know I have to go through winter here in West Virginia. We have to have winter. But that koi pond liner lifted up and over my deck, and then my 100 gallon water container that is usually on the back of my truck before I got the bigger one, that blew down the driveway. I can't believe, because that weighs quite a bit. It's large and it's plastic and it's an empty water container, but it weighs a pretty good amount. If you see me looking down, I'm working on my crochet square. I ripped all of this out because I think I was putting in extra stitches, and it really was a huge curl that I didn't think was fixable. Hi, Coffee Walks and whatever. Oh yeah, you guys. Scratch and Pete PA helped me set up my Nightbot. So if you want to post your channel links, !YouTube, all one word, and it should post your channel link. Should. I don't know. I can't usually get Nightbot to work the best for me. But when it is working, my dogs are always naughty as soon as I push record. And somebody is over there yakking. Delightful. Sorry about that. !YouTube, not pound. !YouTube. And I don't think it's case sensitive. Coffee walks and whatever. I haven't been to your channel for a while. When I'm home on Christmas break, and so I'm trying to catch up on channels, but I don't think I've visited your channel in a long time. How have you been? That's the one thing about following a lot of channels, and I like so many channels. I want to keep up with so many channels, but it's just so hard to keep up. It's good to see you. There it is. Yep, Nightbot's working. Awesome. So I know so many nice people and channels in different different themes, different communities, and I'm kind of hoping that the communities can blend a little bit more. You know, there's the gardening communities and the knife communities and the kind of prepping communities and homestead communities and crochet communities. And I'm hoping that everybody can kind of maybe meet each other on my channel. Let me see if I can get this a little more. So I'm just not looking down and ignoring you guys, so you can see that I'm actually crocheting. Taking life one day at a time is oftentimes the best way to do it, for sure. Hello to anybody lurking. If you're lurking, I appreciate you too. And feel free to pop in and do the exclamation mark YouTube link drop thing, even if you're not chatting. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I'm still practicing and trying to figure out how to do lives. It's super hard to do lives in my house because I live in a rural area, and I live on top of a mountain ridge, and I have one service for my phone, and I have another service for my wireless laptop. But I live in a house that is metal siding and metal roofing, and so that really seems to impact my ability to get really, really good cell service. So when I upload videos to my channel the other night, it was a weekend, and I think when weekend people come up here, the neighbors, come up here for holidays, vacations, weekends, and I think when so many people are up here, I think the connection gets laggier than normal. It took me overnight to upload my video. It was like a half-hour video. It took overnight to load it. So there are many reasons my connections don't work real good up here, and it gets laggy. Am I sounding okay and looking okay? Mark, does a brick house do the same thing, or is a brick house let it flow through more, the connection? Bad reception in the house. Yeah, I get really bad. I cannot be on the phone talking on a phone call in the middle of my house. My house is a ranch house. Thank you, Mark. Is it lagging a little bit now and then, or all the time? Sound is good. I'm glad the sound is good. I always have some kind of blurry lagginess, and that's why I'm sitting over here next to the window to hope that it does a little better. But if I'm on a phone call and I'm in the middle of my house, oh good, I'm glad there's no lag. The window thing must be working. If I'm in the bathroom or the kitchen, Spotty, get down. Puppy, get down. Get down. I actually lose the phone call. And so I don't like to be on the phone, but when I'm on the phone, I pace a lot. And when I pace through the house, then it disconnects me. So sometimes I go out and sit on the deck for better reception and not get disconnected, to stop myself from pacing around. I have much better reception outside, but as much as I like you guys, I'm not going outside. It's so windy and cold. So thank you guys for being my helpers and visiting here while I'm trying to learn how to do lives. What do you guys have going on today? Coffee walks and whatever. Yeah, I know that you guys are retired. I look forward to retirement. Not quite there financially, but oh, I look forward to it. Gonna try to retire at 65. I'm 61. I would love to retire at 65, but I think it's gonna take a little longer. I have so much I want to do around the house. Drinking coffee. I'm not surprised that you guys are drinking coffee. Michael, premiere in 2 hours. So that's 1, 2, 3 o'clock my time, it looks like. I will try to remember to get there. On my vacation days, though, I often just wander around and end up missing. I missed Jesse's premiere on, hi, puppy. What are you trying to get into? What are you trying to get? Yes, what are you trying to get into? On Sunday, is it Sunday I missed hers? Just wander off. I forget. Troy Sutton, how are you? How's West Virginia weather treating you? It is so windy here. It has been so windy. I haven't gotten any damage. I thought yesterday was going to get damage. Do you have all these winds there at your place too, Troy? Yeah, Jesse is Sundays at 3. I love watching Jesse Miller's unboxings and something. If you look up Jessie Miller unboxings, you can find her. I love going to her lives, but I just wander off and forget. I even look at the clock and think, oh, in an hour, Jesse's going to be on, and then I just wander off. Hi to everybody lurking. Troy and anybody who's listening, if you do exclamation mark, YouTube, all one word, Nightbot should post your channel link. Come on, you nosy. No? You want up here or not? The dogs. Snow-covered morning. How much snow? Here's the puppy who's always chewing everything and wadding up my yarn and tangling up my yarn. Willie, no. We're not going to bark at squirrels right now. Hi, Scratch and Pete. Thank you for coming and being in the background. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. I do not multitask well at all. Not at all. Troy, did you say to how much snow? In the wind, every once in a while, you can see one big fat snowflake blowing through the air between the green stalks in the house. But so far, we haven't gotten snow. Willie, no barking. I went outside earlier, just before Scratch and Pete's live video premiere. My words, I'm not wording. I went up and brought some more wood in because I've been burning wood like crazy because of the wind. I do have a furnace, so I don't have to use the wood stove, but I like wood heat so much. And the puppy, he lays up either under the wood stove or up on the stack of wood behind the wood stove. He really likes the heat too. 4 blizzards already. Oh, coffee walks in whatever. I can't remember what state you're in. I don't think you're in Maine. Maybe. I can't remember. What state are you in? 4 blizzards already. That's, ugh. I'm not looking forward to the snow. I like cold weather better than hot weather, but I am not looking forward to the snow, and I haven't got any so far. I can watch out that window over there, and I can watch in the valley the snow falling, and it'll get almost to my ridge, and then it'll just break up. Or Canada, sorry about that. I knew you were somewhere cold. Um, Canada. Thank you, Michael. I wish I could remember things. Um, 4 blizzards. Wow. That's a lot. Did I take your spot at the window? You're usually over by the wood stove. Come on. You looking out? You're always by the wood stove. You just know I'm talking and trying to do something, don't you? Hi, Robo Stevio. How are you? I'm trying to test out another spot in the living room to see if I have better reception over here. If I have less lagging happening. That dog is a naughty dog. This puppy is something else. This puppy gets into absolutely anything. You lay it down, this puppy's going to be getting it and chewing it. It's so naughty. Such a naughty puppy. Chases the chickens. We have to work on that. So what are you up to today, Robo Stevio? I was just trying to test out see if the reception is better over here, if there's less lagging, and then I was going to work on my crochet project. I ripped out most of it yesterday from here to here because I was adding extra stitches and it was curling way too much. No more chickens, huh? You don't want any more chickens? Thank you, Coffee Walks and whatever. Long story, one of my videos talks about it. There's a video with a thumbnail with a little picture of a cardinal on it like a business card, and I talk about my friend Jenny, who wanted to retire and actually had her last day marked on the calendar, and then she got cancer, and then she did not retire and she passed away. And during the time she had cancer, she wanted me to make chemo hats, and I made chemo hats for her, and she wanted me to make chemo hats to donate. She crocheted also, and she wanted me to keep making crochet chemo hats for donation. And before she passed, I actually made enough to send 1 box out of chemo hats. Well, she passed, and then I don't know, I just felt like my chemo hats probably weren't what people wanted or weren't nice enough, and then just thinking about Jenny was hard. So this year I decided, well, for donation I can make lap blankets and things, fidgets and maybe little stuffed animals to donate at the local nursing home. I thought, because it's such a small community, I thought it would be like 20-30 bed nursing home. It's 60 beds, so it's a little bit bigger than I thought. So I'm working really hard to try to make lap blankets and things to donate around February, March, when the holidays are over and the weather is gloomy and all that. I want to take them in and donate. So I'm making like 36 by 36 or 36 by 40 size blankets to take there and donate. Was too hot natured for many chemo hats. See, Robo Stevio, that's what I thought. The hats that I was making, they seemed just too bulky. And I thought that people would want them thinner, maybe lacier, that kind of thing. And I make chunkier things. And so I don't know, I just got really stuck on the chemo hat idea. Willie, stop. But after Lazy Days Ahead was just in Ann Dale's live, and they just had a relative that passed from cancer, and that relative had made her own hat that she always wore, and it was the style that I can make. So I think after this donation project, I might go back and give chemo hats a try again. I just had a lot of self-doubt with the chemo hats idea. I can make flat things much better than I can make any kind of shaped wearable things. So thank you for the compliment, Coffee Walks and whatever. This was supposed to be 4 granny squares that I was going to hook together. I was going to put the silver outline and then hook 4 granny squares together, but I ended up, they were all slightly different sizes and I couldn't hook them together. I couldn't figure it out, so I gave up. So I just started going around and around. Hi, Mo Patty. To anyone lurking or just coming in, exclamation mark, YouTube, all one word, and it'll post your channel link. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. Mo Patty, is my video better than it was before? I think you were in one time when my video was laggier sometimes. Is it better today? I'm way over by the window, and so when I'm uploading things, I actually put my phone in the windowsill. If I can't put my phone actually outside on the deck, I put it in the windowsill so things upload quicker. So I thought maybe if I do a live over here by the window, maybe the audio would be better. Good, Mo Patty. Thank you. Thank you for that. Significantly better or just a little better? Because if it's significantly better, I'm sitting here in the lazy boy, but I'm all leaned over, snuggled up to the window. I'm so ridiculous. If it's significantly better, I will figure out and move things around a little bit. So this is my desk area. I know the other end of the house, I put up a craft table, and I was going to do my lives from there while I did puzzles and crafts and things, but we know it's far worse there. And then we know it's not very good here in the living room on the table, living room, dining room. So yeah, I might have to move things around and make this my computer space when the weather's not good enough to be outside in the camper, that is. I think it did well when I was in the camper. Hi to anybody lurking. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, I am so excited. UVA finally called me. University of Virginia Medical Center. Oh, long story. Long story. Something runs in my family, females in the one side of my family. It's pretty debilitating disease, whatever. My sister and I fully believe that it runs in the family. Over the decades, doctors said, no, it can't, blah, blah, blah. I finally got some testing that says, oh yeah, I have genetic abnormalities. I'm abnormal. Genetic abnormalities. Sorry. So my neurologist made referrals for me to go to a genetic specialist and neurology specialist, and I never heard from them. September, October, there were 2 different sets of referrals made, September and October. Never heard from them. So I went back to my regular neurologist, talked about how it's been going lately, which is worse. And so she was going to send referrals elsewhere where I didn't necessarily want to go. And then 2 days ago, UVA called me and got more information and realized that no one had contacted me, et cetera, et cetera. So I may be finally on the track to going to appointments for genetics and neuromuscular. So I'm so excited that somebody finally called, because being in this holding pattern has just stunk. Absolutely stunk. So my genetics show abnormalities. For the very beginning test, show some allergies, abnormalities for muscular dystrophy, which I misread that one. I didn't realize that until a few days ago. Muscular dystrophy, leukodystrophy, and something called CMT. So we have no idea what's causing my problems, but we found out that I'm abnormal. Yes, Mo Patty, I was so excited, I almost cried. My sister has this issue far worse than I do. Hers started at a much younger age. Mine started at a young age, but I just kind of ignored it, and it didn't cause me real bad problems until 2021. And so, lost my train of thought. You had blood work yesterday and find out on the 9th. Good luck with that, Michael. Robo, your genetics are pretty abnormal, but nothing like I'm dealing with. So mine were only a slight problem. Like, I thought I was going to get through life and ignore them. But then they just, 2021, they cropped up really bad. So, yeah, I'm so excited. I just want the name of whatever it is that we have. As soon as my genetics showed up abnormal, I got the report back pretty quickly, but haven't had follow-up since then. And I immediately told my sister, have your doctor do these tests, because they run in the family, because they're genetic and they run in the family or whatever. Her doctor refused so far. Isn't that delightful? So if I just get a name for whatever it is we have, and then maybe they can get tests, because my daughter's two sisters. My sister's two daughters, one of them for sure has similar issues, and the other one's just seems like just starting. So, yeah, I'm so excited. If a doctor that specializes in this neuromuscular garbage, whatever, I would be so happy to just get a name for what this is. And then maybe, my sister and her daughters can get better treatment. Some of the stuff they say there's no cure for because it's genetic and they don't have cures for it. But just to know what it is and not have a wrong diagnosis. My sister's, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on TV, she's got an incorrect diagnosis, and they keep giving her medications, and then she keeps having big reactions. So just to know what it is would be delightful. So hopefully the lady that called me can really get things moving and get me to see a genetic specialist and genetic specialist and a neuromuscular person. Abnormal, not abnormal. That's okay, Robo Stevia. I could read it. I am fluent in Taiwanese. All I type is Taiwanese. So, Mo Patty, what are you up to today? My friend was up over the weekend, long weekend, and I don't know if you guys saw the videos or not, but he does ham radio. He wants me to do it, but I can't function that quick, auditory and then repeating. And Marco, hi. Ooh, Mo Patty working. Uh, well, maybe you like it. Maybe you like it. I'm so glad to be on vacation. I can't hardly stand it right now. I love the kids at work and I miss them after a few days, but I'm really enjoying this time off. Marco, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh, so we went out to, my friend was over a long weekend. We went out so he can do ham radio stuff, which is really cool, but I'm not smart enough to, I can't repeat. You have to be able to hear really quick and repeat it really quick, and I can't do all that. But I love hearing when he talks to other countries or long distances. And one day he talked to someone in the Bahamas, and it's so cool. So we went to 2 parks kind of in the area that I've never been to, and they were so amazing. Mountain Grandma, hi, Happy New Year to you. Exclamation mark YouTube, all one word, and it'll post your channel link. And then I hope you guys, I hope all the cool people I know kind of gather here and get to know each other. I'm working on my crochet project. My granny square that I need to learn. One of my goals for 2026 is to learn how to join granny squares because I gave up on this one. So I am working on that, just making it one blanket from a single granny square. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. And hi to anybody lurking. Should be, yep, Mountain Grandma, there it is. Like that, there's your link. Scratch and Pete helped me figure that out because that's the one thing I wanted to do. You know, technology is like, oh, not my thing. And I thought that I had it up and I couldn't figure it out. But there it is. That's the one thing I want is for people to be able to drop their own channel link. Thank you, Mountain Grandma. I appreciate that. I'm trying to make enough stuff to donate in February, March. You know, sometime when people are tired of the weather, I want to make a big donation to the local nursing home. So I'm trying to make a whole bunch of lap blankets, among other things. Scrappy Afghan, scrappy yarn, or scrappy Afghan? Well, Afghan would denote yarn, wouldn't it? Because I know you sew, so I was going to ask if you were doing a quilt, because I know you sew. Those little dresses you did, the one dress had the print upside down at first, but you stuck with it and made those little dresses. Was it upside down unicorns? I can't remember. Those little dresses were so cute. One day maybe I'll learn to sew. Small items. Like I would like to learn how to quilt, but small items like quilted pillowcases, that kind of thing. Willie, hush. Hush. We know that there's squirrels out there. We really do. We know that. Yes, we know. Go lay down, old man. Go lay down. Do you want to try to do a quilt, Mountain Grandma, or is that something you're not interested in doing? Because I'm not interested in sewing clothes, but my grandmother was a quilter, and she did the big time quilting, the little quilting bees and the Mennonite relief quilt auction and stuff like that. The clothes keep you busy with the grandbabies. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So yeah, I'd really like to learn how to do some small quilted things. Willie, stop. 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 Yes, I know. I'm giving someone else attention. You're okay. You're okay. Go lay down. Yeah, this is going to have to be rearranged because the dogs won on my lap, but they can't all fit right here. Straight lines are a struggle. Yes. Straight lines are a struggle for me too. Whew. My arms even get tired, my hands get tired just from crocheting, like super tired, super early. And so I'm hoping I can figure out something to give my arms a little more stamina, a little more oomph. Coffee walks and whatever. Thank you for coming. Post your link real quick again before you go. Loved your channel when I was watching it regular. I'm so far behind in watching everybody's channels. Thank you for coming. Definitely thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate anyone here just listening. Mountain Grandma, yes. We need to start lifting weights. Yes. Yes. Oh, now the light is shining. Hi, Debbie. I can see the end of your name, but I can't pronounce it. Hi. Mountain Grandma, yes. We need to start lifting weights. And I have a little bit. I have some little dumbbells, like they're 3 pounds or something. I have been trying to lift those when I remember at night for my arms. Oh, cool. West Virginia, on your way up to West Virginia, Levels, West Virginia. Levels. Is Levels down by Rio? Or is Levels the sign? I can only remember things by signs. So I have to think about the signs. That little puppy is trying to get my chocolate. Hold on. No, puppies cannot have chocolate. No. You may not have chocolate. Oy. Okay, sorry about that. This puppy is so naughty. Thank you, Mountain Grandma, for letting it run. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think I'll ever get watch hours for monetization, although monetization was not my goal. I started a channel so that when I'd come up here camping before the house was built, I could show my kids and I could show people. I never thought that strangers would watch my channel, but here we are. Strangers are watching my channel. Debbie, I can remember the level sign, but I can't remember where I was when I see it, if it's down by Rio or if it's down closer to on the way to Winchester from here. But welcome. Good to see you. If you have a channel, I don't recognize the name, but that's not saying anything because I don't do word recall to save my life. If you have a channel, type !YouTube, all one word, in Nightbot should put your link. I'd move the chocolate puppy. You can't have the chocolate. Oh, that puppy is so naughty. Oh, there, I see your name. Oh, that's a pretty cat in the short. That's a beautiful cat. Oh, goodness. My hope had been to have however many items that there are beds in the nursing home. There's 60 beds. Maybe I'll also bring some treats or cookies or something um, to add to it, because I'm not going to have 60 lap blankets by spring. Awesome, Mo Patty. I'm glad the link dropping thing is working. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoy your day too. Hope you have a good day and enjoy that 66-degree weather. I'm a little jealous. I don't want it much above 70, 72, 3, somewhere around there, but 66 sounds perfect. Thank you for coming, Mark the Shark. I appreciate it. $68 now. Oh, yes, just make me jealous. Just make me terrible jealous. If my phone wasn't hooked up the thing, I would see what it is, but I think we're still low 30s, lots of wind. I left my 5-gallon water jug out in the truck from going to fetch water, and it's frozen. So yeah, it is cold out here. Hello to anybody lurking. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Puppy, get down. There's no chocolate. Get down. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to go too. I need to figure out a better way, because this is not very comfortable sitting in the recliner leaned over to the window. But experiment to see if it works better over by the window, which it seems like it does. I'm going to watch the replay and see if it lags much less than otherwise. If it's much better, I will figure out how to set it up so that when I do lives, I'm over here in this corner by the window, but more comfortable than this. Usually this chair faces that way, and I'm looking at the TVs over there and the wood stoves over there. So I have to figure things out and get it set up a little more better. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Whoever has prayed for me, for my health and my doctors and my guidance, their guidance, please keep praying, because I really want to figure this out. I hate being so wimpy and weak that it's even hard to crochet most days. So I hope some answers can come. So thank you for everybody for coming, and visit each other, and take care. If I don't see you before, which I probably should, because I'm still on vacation, I'm going to be visiting channels. But Happy New Year. I hope 2026 brings you happiness, comfort, joy, peace, all of those kind of good things. So see you, everyone.